Dr. Ilana Gelman here, naturopathic doctor. Welcome back. Well, it's a Tuesday. I usually do my videos on Monday, but this is a crazy busy week for me. I've got an amazing event that we've been working on called Being a Balanced Superwoman, and that is just so exciting. If you don't know about it, please check it out. It's you can Google us on Balanced Superwoman or Being a Balanced Superwoman, or check it out more on my Facebook page. But it is an amazingly rich event, and I love working with the speakers and organizing. It's just amazing. And it's only a half a week for me this week because I'm going to a seminar this weekend, so I didn't really cook all that much to show you guys because I am going to be out, so I really have more like quick meals on the go. But this week I really do still want to do a video for you guys because I've committed to that, and I want to talk about the fats and to finish just the category of fats, and that is really discussing the high benefits of fish fat. Okay, we all know about fish oils, taking fish oil pills, krill oil, and we talk about this because we're really interested in the omega-3 fatty acid content of fish. Now, a lot of people are scared to eat fish, and because of the radiation, the mercury content in our waters, and there's a good reason to be afraid of that. However, if you stick to the rules that I'm going to give to you, it is so beneficial to eat these fish because they really balance the ratio of the healthy fats in your body. And so just to go over a little bit of what omega-3 fatty acids are and why they're beneficial, is that omega-3 fatty acids are anti-inflammatory in the body. Now, in our body, we need some pro-inflammatory fats. Otherwise, we can't actually mount some immune responses in a healthy way. So some inflammation is healthy, but too much is not healthy. So we need to balance out the pro-inflammatory fats to the anti-inflammatory fats. Now, we get a lot of pro-inflammatory fats in our diet. The number one pro-inflammatory fat are vegetable oils. I know we've been talking about that a lot, so by far, that's going to be your most predominant amount of pro-inflammatory fats. The next one, it comes from nuts and seeds. So I know a lot of people think that it's so healthy just to consume a lot of nuts and seeds throughout the day, but really it's important to limit your servings to like 1 or 2 servings per day. Otherwise, you are getting a lot of the pro-inflammatory fats. There's a lot of great minerals, great vitamins in nuts, but you're getting a lot of omega-6 fatty acids, and they're very easy to go rancid as well, so keep that in mind. Then the next category of pro-inflammatory fats are your dairy products and your meat products that are not grass-fed. When they're grass-fed, the ratio is a lot different. When they're not grass-fed, you got a lot more pro-inflammatory fats. So we need to balance that out with some omega-3s that are anti-inflammatory. The most common ones that I always have on hand that I cook with are as follows. We already went over this with the wild Alaskan salmon, okay? You get it fresh, frozen, you get it in the canned. You always want to eat this throughout the week, even 2 or 3 times a week, at least a variety of these fishes. So wild Alaskan salmon. The next fish that I often will get is a wild cod. It's not very rich in fatty acids. The black cod is high in omega-3s, but at least the wild cod is low in mercury and low in the toxins, okay? The other thing that I love, and you guys can think I'm crazy, and that's okay, but I love this. It's one of my favorite foods. It's smoked mackerel. Mackerel is one of the most rich fatty fishes out there. This one's smoked, and they're the small ones. There's large mackerel, then those aren't healthy. They can really accumulate a lot of toxins. The smaller guys, they're good because they don't live as long. They're smaller fish. They don't accumulate as many toxins. This is so tasty. I eat this with a sweet potato and some veggies, and I love the salty and the sweet together, okay? Another thing that I always have on hand are herring. Some people may not like that, but it's pickled herring. It's kind of part of my heritage, so I actually like it, but this is also very rich in omega-3 fatty acids. And then another small fish are the sardines, and you can get this in the cans. These are the ones that I recommend. You can get them in olive oil or without olive oil, and you kind of mix it up just like you would any kind of tuna salad or any of that. Now, on the point of tuna is very highly toxic with mercury. I recommend never eating tuna. Sushi restaurants, almost everything on that menu is pretty high in mercury, and if not, it's farm raised, so you've got to stay away from those things. So you got to really just do your best and try to just avoid it as much as possible. And now a vegetarian source of omega-3s are flax seeds. Now, once again, I keep them in jars. I keep them in the freezer because it goes rancid, but this is also a high omega-3 content vegetarian source. But not everyone converts this into the medicinal qualities of the EPA and DHA that omega-3 helps with the anti-inflammation in your body. So not everyone really can utilize the vegetable sources, but everyone can utilize the fish sources. So that's my 2 cents with fats and omega-3 fatty acids. Hope you got a lot of takeaway from that, because it's important to use fish in your diet at least 2 to 3 times a week. You know, another fish that I do buy is rainbow trout, especially because it's a lake fish. So it's also a healthier option. A great website to look for toxicities and sustainability is Seafood Watch. The Monterey Bay Aquarium, they put that out. It's a free website and it's great information. So seafoodwatch.org, I believe. Okay. All right. So that wraps it up with fats. Next time I'm going to do a video, we're going to go on to vegetables. How do I cook vegetables? The best way to cook vegetables, the most tasty way to cook vegetables, my favorite way of cooking certain vegetables. A lot of the times you go to the store and you're like, what do I do with this? And I want to help you with that. I am not going to do a video for the next 2 weeks, and I want to apologize for that because I love doing these videos, but it is going to be really busy for me over the next 2 weeks with seminars, with putting on my own workshop, and I really want to be present and be available for my guests and my patients and really balancing my life. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a short 2-week break, and then I'll be back in April, and we're going to go ahead and continue on with vegetables. All right, thanks for watching. Please share with others, and I look forward to coming back in a couple weeks. All right, go get some fish for the week. Okay, enjoy it. Bye.